Hello, everyone. Today, I want to talk to you guys about two of the concepts that I feel impacted me the most during my time taking interpersonal communication. So, the first of these is nonverbal communication. Growing up, you never really think much into what goes into communicating with someone else. The main thing you think about is talking. You don't really think about other things like eye contact and gestures. Um, and again, that was the case for me growing up, especially since I wasn't really the most expressive kid in the world. But when I was taking this course, nonverbal communication was one of the modules that we had to take. And during this module, we had an assignment centered around something called the softens technique. So softens stands for smiling, open posture, facial expressions, touch, eye contact, nods, and space. Yes. And with these, we had to pick one of these techniques and we had to practice them for a whole week within our interactions and just record any sort of differences that we noticed. So the one that I picked was smiling because, again, growing up, I wasn't really the most expressive child. Obviously, I would smile whenever I was out with my friends or having a good time with my family. But I don't know, it's never something I really just paid much mind to other than, whenever I felt good. So throughout that week, any interaction I had with any clients, gym staff, people that I'd run into and have conversations with, I just beamed a smile, and I noticed that I felt throughout that whole week that I felt a lot more positive, and I just feel my whole atmosphere around me was a lot more positive. So for that, I feel that really made me think that nonverbal communication does play such a massive role into actually talking and just communicating with one another. So I feel it did impact me quite greatly. The second one that I want to go into is active listening. Again, growing up, I wasn't the most expressive. I didn't talk as much, and I listened a lot. I was always listening. And one of the assignments that we had in this portion of the course involved listening to a TED Talk and practicing two of the concepts from that TED Talk. The first being RASA, which stands for receive, appreciate, summarize, and ask. And with that, we had to implement that into any sort of conversation and just notice the differences. And I noticed the differences. I noticed that it helped my conversations flow a lot more, and I feel that it helped the person I was talking with feel a lot more heard. The next one I want to talk about is the 3 minutes of silence. Is the other technique that I practiced, which is something I actually already did practice, but just never really paid much mind to. It's where you just sit alone for 3 minutes and just listen. Listen to any noises you heard outside, whether it was like animals, your AC running, the trees rustling. And honestly, I noticed that it helped me clear my head a lot more. It's almost like I hit a reset button. And those two helped me realize how active listening helped me quite a bit in this course. So yeah, ultimately, I feel those two, nonverbal communication and active listening, they impacted me the most in this course. Thank you.